This is Uncle Momo's music reaction channel where I provide my views on talented artists from around the world, both established artists and non-established artists. And I promise you that you won't be disappointed whatsoever. So why don't you come and join me in discovering amazing, talented artists and bringing it to the forefront of my channel for us to view. Now, my next reaction, it demands it, to be fair, because I wanted some more insights. Sorry, apologies. We're staying over Ukraine. And this is the Ukraine national anthem, but also translated into English as well, because I wanted my non-Ukrainian subscribers to have a sort of like an insight onto the patriotic values that Ukraine have. There's a lot of gaps where people, non-Ukrainians, just have their own opinionated thing about the current situation without doing any kind of due diligence or deep dive into exactly what's happening. You know, I kind of tiptoe around the media and more concentrating on the information from Ukrainian people, so it's not mistaken when I have a conversation with my non-Ukrainian friends over in the UK, and you know, I speak to everybody, and it's kind of very, very interesting to get their perspective on what's happening over in Ukraine, and they're all so diverse. And when I have a conversation with them and actually showing them on my YouTube channel the comments and my emails, the comments, what you guys have left, it literally opens their eyes, and from there they go and spread the word. And you know, so it's not only it duplicates. You know, when I tell one person or a bunch of people, they go and tell then they go and then tell them. I might even get a phone call back and say, hey Maurice, you know, or they might go onto my channel and check it, a number of Ukrainian artists out, or my Instagram. So spreading the word of messages that is left by actually Ukrainian people, and seeing their patriotic messages, so to speak, is quite different from actually looking at the news and listening to the news and seeing that value. It really, really is. And I think it's very important to hear from the Ukrainians rather than to watch the news reported by a non-Ukrainian look inside in, because you're hanging on their last words, and that's where the propaganda and all that stuff happens and starts coming into our blood system, you know. So I'm doing it again, I'm blabbering on, sorry. So look, if you haven't done already, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification button to indicate to you when my next uploads will be. Right, it's time for the Ukraine national anthem now, and I can't wait to understand it, and I'm glad that I found the lyrical contents with it. So without further ado, you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good video audio music, as well as your support. Can you dig it? So that was the Ukrainian national anthem. I'm just looking at the words. It's like, I know that the conflict between the two countries has been going on since the 14th century. And it's uncanny that the two leaders of today, the surnames is the same surname as the two leaders back in the 14th century. I've done another documentary. Watched another documentary yesterday. What is something that I've never witnessed? Well, I don't know how to explain this. Ukrainian national anthem is directed to one. It's not directed to the world. You know, like I don't know how to explain. This is like directed to your enemies. The national anthem, because of years and centuries of conflicts between that particular country, you're now subdued to your national anthem, sending direct messages to your oppositions, saying that we never we will not falter. This is our country. You're not going to take it away. You're not going to imprison us. You're not going to take our soul. We are brothers of the Cossack nation. That's like you're warning your enemies in your national anthem. I don't think that, I have to do a bit of due diligence on that, but I don't think I've ever heard a national anthem where it is so directed at a particular country, only a particular country. But like I said, if you don't know the full hundreds and hundreds of years of conflict between these two countries. I watched a documentary the other day saying that Ukrainian at one point was more powerful than Russia. I was like, what? Really? And so I'm reading a lot of things just to catch up on, just for my own personal term. So when I have a conversation or dialect with you guys, it puts me in a better place of understanding and more acceptance of opening for more knowledge to come in. So that's the reason why. And I thought it was really imperative for my subscribers to read and check out the Ukrainian national anthem, and you see where the patriotic values are. You see why they will never wither, why they will never be conquered, why their strength and their blood is made of something different. Yeah, different. This is when they say that's my home, and you look into their eyes, that's their home. I've said so many times, there'd be so many people that if there was a war in their countries, like for instance, there was a war over in various places, there's always been a war over in Africa. And whenever there is a massive war in Africa, and these people are absolutely like terrifying, they chop off hands and arms of children, you know what I mean, and foot of children, and these people escape, and they escape as far as wide over to France to escape the brutalism of what's happening within their countries. And then there's some countries that say, hell, you know what, there's no way that you're going to move me. No matter what you do, you can't break my soul. And I will fight back with even if I have no legs and no arms, I'll bite you. That's hardcore patriotism. And you can tell by where it stems from, because once you have a national anthem like that, and down to your children and the next generation singing this song and witnessing the pain and the suffering what their families are going through, they're not going to forget that. Children never forget. Children never forget. That's why it's and you have to shield the children's eyes from what's happening. But sometimes you can't, and it will live with them in their hearts and soul forever and ever and ever. It really would. And the next generation who are living right now, they're going to remember what's happening right now. And when they're older and everything else, they're not going to forget. They're not going to have no kind of olive branch to hand over to their enemies, because they've seen the destruction, what they've the destruction. I see this. I see the strength in your national anthem. Britain's national anthem is about saving the Queen and protecting the Queen and the Queen and country. America is about making sure that everybody has freedom in their country, even though there's no freedom in the country. It's just like weird. But do you know what I mean? So, and then you got Ukraine saying, look, this is direct shots to my opposition. You know, as long as we are breathing in our country, you will not take our country. No matter how many times you try through the 14th century to the year 2000, that's a many hundred years that you've tried it. All different kind of ways. And now I understand why many people speak Russian in Ukraine. That's been explained to me. I watched a number of documentaries on that. It's like, what the heck is going on? You know? But yeah, I'm glad that I've reacted to it. I'm glad that it had English subtitles because I want as many non-Ukrainians to watch this and look at and check out the lyrical contents from this. I really do. Apologies, I'm blabbering on again. Well over 5 minutes, longer than the national anthem. I'm sorry for that. But yeah, I'm glad that I have reacted to this. And for that reason, I salute you. Boom.